Hey guys, it's Mike. I'm just coming back to you with another sales update video for both eBay and Amazon. This is for January 16th through the 31st, 2018. And sales for this time period weren't as good as the first 2 weeks of January, but still, consistent, and I can't complain. I do this. I resell on eBay and Amazon part time. I work a full time job, so I go to garage sales, estate sales, uh, auctions, and sometimes thrift stores. Not so much thrift stores anymore because the prices are kind of too high. But anyways, and I share what I've sold and how much I've sold it for. So as always, I'll be flipping back and forth from the seller hub to the actual page of the item to show you the item and then what it sold for and if I took a best offer. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing is this Adrian Vittadini red backpack. It's a small size. I bought a lot of luggage. Um, and there were some high-end names. I think I paid like $25 for the entire lot, and so far I've probably made $300 to $400 profit from that lot. So that was pretty awesome. If you go back some videos, you'll see some of the luggage items that I've sold. But anyways, this one right here, I think I took a best offer of $30. It sat for a pretty long time, probably like 4 to 5 months. So I was glad to get a best offer of $30. And then this is just a Jane Barnes, one of my favorite brands. They make button-up shirts. I mean, Jane Barnes makes all sorts of like different style of clothing and eyewear. Just a nice fashion brand. This was a shirt I got from a garage sale for $1. It's just a polo, but it's got an interesting texture and pattern to it. It did have a little bit of a stain right here, as you can see, but I disclosed that to the buyer, and I got a best offer of $9. Oh yeah, so every once in a while I'll try to clear out my inventory by doing some auctions, so you'll see a lot of low-priced items here. All right, this item had a very interesting story. This Laladro, I think that's how you pronounce it, figurine. This is a pretty popular series of figures of little statues. And what happened is the person purchased this, and then I didn't hear anything for like 3 or 4 days. And then I finally contacted the person and said, hey, are you still planning on purchasing this item or completing your purchase? And, it was very cordial, very professional. And they snapped back at me and said, I'm buying 4 items from eBay and I'll pay once I get all 4 in my cart. And I thought, well, and then I responded professionally, cordially, saying that you only purchased 1 item from me. eBay's not like a big store where you put a bunch of items in a cart and then you pay when you're done. And so I explained it in a very nice way. And they said, never mind, I don't want this item now. If I get it, I'll have bad memories of you harassing me. And I thought, whoa, this is kind of weird, kind of crazy. And anyways, what ended up happening is they finally paid for the item. Or actually, no, I opened a case to get my final value fee because they obviously didn't know how to use eBay properly. And then they end up paying for it. And then I contacted them again and said, hey, do you still want this item? I know, we kind of got off to a bad start. And they said yes. So I haven't heard anything from this person, but hopefully they don't have bad memories from this little figurine. So, anyways, that was a long story, but that's what happened. And then, so this was a lithograph that I had for several years, probably 3 years on eBay. It's Joan Miro. It's like a abstract, kind of like reminds me of Picasso style, but it's kind of popular in Europe, the artist. And then, so anyways, I accepted a best offer of 150. I paid $30 for this lithograph. It had like a little certificate of authentication on the back. Um, but anyways, what happened is I believe it went to Greece through the global shipping program, and it got lost. So the great thing about the global shipping program is the buyer opened a case, and it was ruled not in anybody's favor, but basically eBay refunded the buyer, and I still kept the money because once it hits the distribution center in Kentucky, um, then you don't have any kind of responsibility. It's eBay's responsibility to get it there safely. So, anyways, that's a long story, but $35 into $150, I'll be happy about that. And then if you've seen past videos, you know about this box of parts of car parts. Just these little tiny like transistors and like fog lamp, just different little tiny parts and wiring assemblies, that type of thing. I paid like $60 for this box of parts, and I think I probably made a good $500 from all these different parts. They sell for a whole variety of prices, but this one I think, did I get full price? Yeah, $14.97 plus shipping, and it went first class. And then this was just a thrift store pickup. I think I paid $2 and some change for this jersey. It's just a regular old bicycling jersey, size large men's. I got full asking price of $18.97. So nothing special, just quick flip. And then this is, my daughter had some clothing that we decided to put on auction just to see what would happen. This went for, I believe, the asking first bid. It didn't get bid up or anything, but we did make a little bit of money off shipping. So anyways, just something that sold quickly, kind of an experiment. And then this was a action figure that I got for free from a local like Craigslist ad. Somebody was giving away like 3 action figures. It's I've never heard of this Team Fortress 2, but apparently it's a video game, popular video game. The package was just beat to hell, and there's supposedly some sort of code that you get some content within the game. And I looked this up, and it was supposedly rare. I guess this blue color of this character is rare. So anyways, it was worth something. And so anyways, I got it for free. And I did, as you can see, I took a best offer of $50 for it with just I was surprised how like a lot of action figure collectors like the package in it and to be in a really good condition, and this one was just terrible, but the action figure was intact and not used or anything like that. So that was awesome, free money. And actually I've sold another one that was like this in another video. I think if you go back one video, you'll see. And then this is just a big lot of rock cassettes, heavy metal rock cassettes that I had from like years and years that have just been sitting in the garage. As you can see, there's a lot of Judas Priest. I was a huge fan as a teenager, but I don't like to hoard things anymore, so I just lotted them together and sold them. I took a best offer of $55, so not bad for something laying around collecting dust in your house. And then this is a puffer vest made by Eddie Bauer. It's been on here for quite a while. Pictures aren't that great. This is kind of like when I was first starting out. So I probably got it from a thrift store or an estate sale back when I used to pay $3 or $4 for an item. I did take a best offer of $28, as you can see. So not too bad. It finally sold. And then this is just a Littlest Pet Shop like bobblehead daily that my daughter was throwing away, and I listed it, and it sold for $29.95. And then I went to a sale of, there was a chiropractor's office that was going out of business, so they were liquidating all their office supplies and equipment. And I bought several of these phones. These are probably, I probably sold about 6 or 8 of them so far, and then this was the last 4 that were available. And this was kind of funny because a person, let's see, I always get these like kind of lowball offers, and this was no exception. And um, the person said, "Okay, well, I want free shipping," and then so I counter offered, and then I said, "No, let's, the shipping is expensive." And anyways, they countered a little bit lower, and then said shipping included. And so basically, I finally, they finally paid, but they said, please refund the shipping. And oh, I didn't know there was sales tax. I'm in California. And so, anyways, I was telling them, hey, you know what, you got a really good deal on these. So, um, you know, would you like to cancel? And they, it was just like this crazy back and forth thing. So I finally ended up canceling the order because the person seemed really, really difficult to deal with. And what happened is they ended up paying for them after I canceled the order. I don't know how that happened, but and then I um, so what happened is, let's see. Okay, yeah. So I contacted eBay. Excuse me for a second. So I contacted eBay, and then they didn't know what happened. So, anyways, I ended up refunding this person their money, and they kept contacting me saying, send it out, send it out. And I'm like, well, you said that you didn't want to pay tax, you didn't want to pay shipping, so I refunded you your money. So, anyways, it was just a crazy back and forth thing. And I'm making this story but way longer than it needs to be. But long story short, I ended up relisting them and selling them immediately to somebody who paid $90 plus shipping. They didn't pay tax because they were out of state. So, and then even after that, the first person was contacting me, telling me to ship them out. So it's a lot of crazy, interesting situations that happen on eBay. Um, okay, this is just something that we picked up at a garage sale. It was like this folk art video workshop paint kit. Let's see, I think my wife paid $2 or $3, and we sold it for a best offer of 20. Yeah, $20. Here we go. All right, and then another part from the box of small parts that I had from a garage sale. Got the full asking price of $29.97. Nothing special, just a switch for an FJ Cruiser Toyota. Let's see, another one of my wife's pickups, a Waterford Crystal. She picks this stuff up really, really cheap, and she has complete confidence that it will sell. I'm not interested in any kind of glassware decor, but she throws it in there, and she ended up getting a best offer of $50. So she probably paid a couple dollars, $2, $3, at the most $5. And then so my thing is I like selling electronics. And so at work, I was walking through the warehouse, and we have this big recycling bin for electronics. And I found a stack of these laptops. You'll see in past videos, I've sold a few of these. They're just throwaways. They remove the hard drives, the RAM, and I sell it for parts only. People sometimes just want the screens or the keyboards or the motherboard. So, anyways, I've been selling these kind of consistently. They're slow sellers, but this one I took a best offer of $29, and I believe it went to Puerto Rico. So, and they paid the extra shipping charges. And then here's another semi-interesting story. This is a wood cassette tape holder. It has like a roll top, kind of like those roll top desks. And I showed some cassettes in it as like a display, and I didn't list any of the cassettes, and then it had a little bit of staining to it. But I never like listed out the cassettes. I just listed it as that it holds 30 cassettes. And so, anyways, this went global shipping program overseas, and the buyer did message me saying, "Hey, where's all the cassettes?" I did take a best offer of $33. They said, "Where's all the cassettes?" And I said, "Those were just to show that it holds cassettes and shows what it's for." So hopefully I don't get any kind of negative feedback on that. But I probably should have spelled out very plainly that cassettes are not included. Um, I showed like cassettes in the front half. Um, I would think if the cassettes came with it, I'd show all of them and list them out what they are. But anyway, interesting times at eBay. And then this is a phone that I got from work. I paid, I believe, $10 for it. And it was one of the phones that got turned in for an upgrade from somebody. And I usually try to check in with the person at work to see, if they're going to trade them in for credit or some sort of small like trade-in value, and I usually give them that amount or more. But anyways, $10 and $80. Got an $80 best offer. And then here we go. This is kind of an interesting story as well. I paid $60 for these. I think it's pronounced Miu Miu. Ridiculously expensive fashion line from Italy. And anyways, I ended up selling them for $215. I found them at a Goodwill, and I looked them up and saw that they sold for, in the $200 range. So I was willing to pay the extra money. However, the person got them, they were in Chicago, and said that they don't fit. So they want to return them. So I'm waiting for them to do it officially through eBay. So that was kind of a bummer, but they do sell consistently. So I'm pretty confident that they will sell because there were several um, wa- watchers and interested parties, and I did get a bunch of lowball offers for like 150, 160 range. So like I said, I always try to show you like when I made a mistake or when things didn't work out and interesting buyers. So anyways, this is I sold one of these in the last video for like $39. It's just a box of um, envelopes that I got from a business that went out of business. It was a chiropractor's office, and I bought all their office supplies and equipment for very cheap, and ended up making a deal to sell the rest of these. I had 5 left for $100 for the total lot. So still, I paid a couple dollars per box. So I really came out ahead here. And then this is just a Brooks Brothers sweater, lamb's wool, Scottish style. Sold it, or I picked it up at a garage sale for $2, and it looks like I took a best offer of $24. It's really nice. I probably would have kept it if it fit me, but I'm not a medium, so bummer. And then last eBay item is this DeWalt Racing hat. Pretty sure it was new. Didn't have any staining. Oh yeah, it had the cardboard insert in here, so, and no kind of staining. So I listed it as new without tags. I thought it would have sold for the full asking price, but it sat for like probably 2 years, and I ended up taking a best offer of $20 for it. So that is it for the eBay side. Let's jump over to Amazon. And as I said before, I sell on Amazon, and I sell it just like on eBay where I pack and ship it. So that's called Amazon Merchant Fulfilled. I used to be a big Amazon FBA person, but slow moving items, you start getting charged storage fees, and it starts to eat into your profit. and plus Amazon you pay them a lot more to warehouse, pack, and ship your items. So anyways, I do it myself. So if you've seen past videos, you know about the beauty salon that was going out of business, that I purchased a bunch of hair care products and some like blow dryers and flat irons and curling irons and that type of things, and ended up paying probably around, you know, the $2.50 range for each item. So um, so we sold two of these Kevin Murphy. So I got Kevin Murphy and Blow Pro brands. Blow Pro you're not allowed to sell on Amazon, so I've been listing them on eBay. Only sold one or two so far of the Blow Pro, but these Kevin Murphys have been selling really quickly on Amazon, and somebody ordered two of these. It's called Frizz, Kevin Murphy Anti-Frizz Flexible Hold Cream. Sold two of them for $25.91 a piece, plus shipping. So that's pretty awesome. And then I usually pick up boxes of books for like $2 to $3. I won't pay more than $5 for a box. And one box had a bunch of music, like music books with like, um, for like piano and different instruments. This one sold for $23 plus shipping. I don't know why Amazon charged $9.21 shipping, but media mail is really cheap, and I probably ended up making another $5, $6. And then this is just an amplifier. It's kind of a bummer because Amazon, you can't really see um, what the item looks like, but this is just a amplifier. Um, I bought a used truck from a coworker of mine, and I guess one of the speakers was blown on the in the stereo system, and so they bought a new set of speakers, and it had this amplifier too. So basically, I didn't really want the amplifier because I didn't want to go through. I mean, a stock stereo to me is fine. I don't need it to go super loud or do like a bunch of bass. But anyways, so this is kind of a bonus because I just listed this on Amazon and it sold for $100 plus shipping. And it sold within like maybe 3 weeks, I think. So that was a nice little bonus that came with the truck. I am going to install, it was all Alpine branded stuff. So I am probably going to install the speakers just because one is blown. But yeah, we'll see. And then here's a little board game. We probably paid $3 or $4 at a garage sale. We usually try to get new sealed in the package. Here's what it looks like. So it looks like they sell for around $52. That's kind of the current price. We did take, I guess our price was a little bit lower because we wanted to kind of blow through this game pretty quickly, because we only got it for $3 or $4 and sold it for $44. So that was a nice little flip. And then here's another book that we had from a lot, from an auction, managing investment portfolios, and this one sold for $39.95 plus shipping. And then this is another one of those books. Sometimes you only get like $5 to $10 for some books, but you know, that pays for like the whole lot. And these little books are easy to ship, pack and ship, and print the label for. So $6.95 for this French cooking book, very vintage. And then another garage sale pickup, a Precious Moments. What do you call these? Snow globes. Sorry. I'll show you what it looks like. Just a basic snow globe. Um, some I know Precious Moments, like the figurines, don't sell very well at all. They used to sell like years and years ago, but I know people who have like hundreds of these things, and they just do not. I mean, you might get $5 out of them, but I guess the snow globes are a different story. And this one sold for $49.95, and we probably paid no more than $5 for it. And that's the thing with thrifting. Like, if something only sells for like a $30 average, I won't pay more than $3 or $4. I have kind of a threshold now. Like I used to pick up a lot of different items for like $5 to $10, and they would end up not selling. So I'm very kind of discriminative towards what I pay for items and what I pick up and what I sell, because I don't want to hoard a bunch of items. My garage is already a mess as it is with all this inventory. And then lastly, um, we've had really good luck with these hand painted, like excuse me for a minute, hand painted like wine glasses for different special occasions. This one's for a bridesmaid, I guess. um, and we picked these up new in box at garage sale. This is like the fourth one I've sold, and we pay like $2 or $3, and we this one sold for 27.80. So I'll always try to pick those up because they're easy to sell. They take a little bit of time, but they always end up selling. So anyways, guys, if you made it this far and made it through all my crazy long-winded stories, thank you very much. And consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up, because it helps other people find my videos. I'm not a huge like YouTuber, so I don't do any kind of crazy editing or anything like that. It's just me. And if you have any questions, I'd be so glad if you ask them and I can help you. So do not hesitate. And hopefully you're finding some good things out there and getting some good ideas from these videos. And maybe I'll see you sometime. Thanks a lot. And until the next video, talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.